Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 3-1 win tonight and the 3-2 win on aggregate against Braga after extra time tonight. Do we dare to dream? That really is all I can keep asking myself. We are through to the semi-final of the Europa League. That is nothing short of incredible. The game itself, I'm not going to cover it too much because it was a whirlwind game. I'm still trying to recover from it now, and I'm just lost with it all. I cannot believe we are in this position, and given the fact that the so-called big teams are out as well, it really is anyone's for the taking, and it's incredible that we are one of these teams that could be lifting this trophy. 2 games to the final, 3 games to win it. It's going to be a difficult game. Let's not get away from that fact. Leipzig are a good team, but after what we've shown today, the grit and determination, the fight, the spirit, they will not be wanting to play us, and we can say that we can more than match any team left in the tournament. I am gobsmacked at really we're in this position once again. I mean, we played Leipzig on the way back up from the leagues in a friendly, and we're taking thousands and thousands of fans over there, and now we're meeting each other in a semi-final. Is nothing short of absolutely stunning. The game itself, we made 2 changes from St Mirren. We lined up McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Bassey, Barisic, Lundstrom, Jack, Aribo, Ramsey, Roof and Kent. On the subs bench we have McCrory, Balogun, King, Davis, Kamara, Sands, Arfield, Lowry, Ahmad, Wright and Sakala. First half, wow. And in typical fashion, I missed the first 9 minutes, but due to no streams, and it was the most eventful 9 minutes as well. And I've never seen the goals back at all. It was the half itself, it was mind-blowing from the team. The passing, the pressing, the touches, the crossing have all been sublime in the first half. We have left Braga with no doubt they face an uphill struggle. Tavernier scored in the second minute. I've still not seen it back yet. Roof had the ball in the back of the net to make it 2-0 in the 5th minute, or so we thought. It went to a VAR check. It was ruled out as the ball had hit the arm of Barisic just before it crossed. For me, I've seen part of that back. It was very harsh. Where else is he meant to put his arm? But them the rules. That's all you can really say. I picked the game up after that, and we were absolutely relentless. The crossing causing absolutely mayhem. The passing was sublime, and we didn't give Braga a sniff. The only disappointing thing is we were not getting anything on target. Story of our season again. We thought we had restored the 2-0 advantage on the 32nd minute. However, it was a corner in from the right. It was flicked onto the back post by the head of Aribo, and Roof, with a pretty much an open goal, flicks it onto the bar and then cleared for another corner. Really unlucky. It was a difficult chance to get as well, so can perhaps forgive him for that one. We did, however, go 2-0 up on the 44th minute when those immortal words were said. Penalty to Rangers. It was actually in the 41st minute the foul was given. Bassey with an unbelievable long ball up to Roof. Roof gets the ball, touches the ball, gets in front of the player, and he was pushed from the back by the defender. Penalty given, and the defender gets a red card for making no attempt to go for the ball as well. Up steps Tavernier, right down the middle, skiffs off the foot of the keeper, but far too powerful. So delighted at that, put us in front at that stage as well. Needed to keep it up in the second half. I was worried though, because Braga going down to 10 men, it certainly changes the dynamic, and they have to go for it, but they need to be careful at the back as well. I just hope we didn't sit back. Second half, again, we started off really brightly. We were the more dominant team. Braga obviously still had to push out. They had made a couple of changes. Bit of a midfield slog, mind you. Not a lot happening either goal end from either team. On the 70th minute, we had another goal ruled out by VAR. Roof had the ball in the back of net. Again, it was ruled offside. The ball was picked up by Aribo. A lovely flick to Roof, who runs with the ball, lobs the keeper and into the back of the net. It was flagged straight away. VAR was checked and ruled offside. Unfortunately for us, it was the correct decision, so can't have too many complaints, unfortunately, from there. We did have the ball kind of in the back of the net again on the 79th minute. Lovely ball up from Roof, who flicks it to Aribo on the left. Aribo plays a lovely ball into the middle. The keeper gets it on the line, and Ramsey ends up bundling it over the line and ends up fouling the keeper. The keeper did have a hand in it, mind you, so can't have any complaints about that one. 80th minute, perhaps the changing point of the game. Ramsey and Jack off, Wright and Kamara on. People saying Ramsey was great tonight. I didn't see it. Too many slack passes, just looked a wee bit leggy as well towards the end, and I didn't really agree with bringing the 2 midfielders off, but it was a decision that was made. And then on the 82nd minute, Braga got their first corner of the game, And I just knew it. We've struggled with corners and set pieces all season. And lo and behold, on the 82nd minute, from that corner, Braga make it 2-1 on the night. From the corner on the right, the free header into the back of net. Goulson should have been picking him up. He wasn't. McGregor should have came off his line, and he never. It's a story of defending set pieces this year. And on the 90th minute, Barisic came off, Balogun came on. It seemed to be a bit of a groin or a hamstring injury, it appears, so he was immense tonight. Really disappointed that he had to go off injured. He had worked really hard, played a lot of crosses in. There was 5 minutes injury time as well, and then it went into extra time. Really, the last 20 minutes of the game, we were really leggy. The crossing and the passing were not on point. They seemed a bit short a lot of the time as well, and nothing was really happening. And Wright, to be honest, was pretty poor when he came on. However, into extra time, and it was a bit of a slog from both teams. It was almost like Rocky, where two teams were going at it, but they weren't actually landing any killer blows at all or anything like that. And you've got to bear in mind, they were playing with 10 men. However, on the 101st minute, Roof makes it 3-1, and he deserved it tonight because he was doing so much. It was a lovely move down the right. Kamara at the touchline cuts it back, reverse ball to Aribo, who cuts it back into the middle, and more or less a tap in for Roof. Outstanding goal, and that put us firmly in the driving seat. Still not out the woods yet though. However, it almost made it a certainty on the 105th minute when there was a red card for Braga, and Robin got the red card. Sorry, Medeiros got the red card with his silly mask that we had on. He fouled Balogun, it was a clear foul. He got booked for that because it was a bit of a dangerous challenge, and then he got right in the face of the referee, and he was given quite rightly his second yellow card. Absolute madness from that player there. His teammates should string him up for that one. Great for us obviously, but a moment of madness from the player there. And then that's how the half rounded out. Into the second half of extra time, we largely pretty much controlled it. They were down to 9 men, they had to push forward. They did get a couple of moves going forward, but they nothing serious at all. The second half though started with Roof and Aribo coming off, Arfield and Sakala coming on, and we're probably going to regret bringing Arfield on, because in the 108th minute, a nice move down the left, past to Arfield, who sclaffs it wide. Absolutely shocking miss. If it had been squared to Sakala in the first place rather than Arfield, or even if Arfield looked up and squared it, it was pretty much a tap in. And then I still cannot believe he's done this, but Arfield actually out Van Vossen. It was worse than Van Vossen for me. It was a lovely move down the right, cuts inside to Sakala, who hits a shot. It was a great save by the keeper, hits off the defender, nearly an OG, but it went right to Arfield with an open goal from about 7 yards, and he hits the bar. It was an open goal and he hits the bar. It was incredible. I didn't even see the ball taking a bobble, but you know, we got away with that one there. But that's how the game pretty much rounded out, and we finished up, 3-2 aggregate winners. Absolutely astounding. I'm still mind blown by the fact that we're in a semi-final again. Through all we've went through, we are back there. And people of my age, my generation, this is only the second time that we've been in a late on knockout stage, quarter-final, semi-final of a European competition. It just doesn't happen anymore. The competitions are not set up for teams in Scotland or leagues like Scottish leagues to get this far. You used to see it regularly with Scottish teams getting into the later stages of knockout European competitions, but not anymore. The fact that this is the second time in 14 years, considering what we've been through in that 14 years as well, is nothing short of incredible. And I just hope everybody savours it, because these days should be a once in a generation thing. For this to happen twice now in my generation is just amazing. I'm lost for words with it. And for all the younger bears out there who have had to put up with all the shit the last 10 years, what we've been through, they've only seen us either losing and all the strife we went through in the league. This one's for you, because enjoy it. That's all I can say. We've got to enjoy it now. However, disappointing with the extra time we had to take. It's going to leave a lot of players sore, maybe leggy for the game on Sunday, but that game will take care of itself. It's going to be a difficult game. We need to be playing exactly like we played again, with full force, full pelt, go for it, and we'll see where we get. However, we'll deal with that game when it comes to it. I'll be back with a post-match after that. Dave and I will hopefully be back with a main podcast next week as well, and we'll cover the games that he's missed on that time. So, all that's left to say is enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.